if we return to the news today, we're going to see very quickly that this world is broken. We see broken families, broken marriages, wars, famines. Everywhere in the world, we see brokenness. But when God made this world, he made it perfect in his image. There were no war, no famines, no earthquakes or tornadoes. The world wasn't like that. But God also made Adam and Eve, and he placed them there and gave in the garden, he gave them one command. But they broke that command. And that's what the Bible calls sin. That sin led into this broken world. But not only did they sin, we've also sinned. And our sin has led into our own brokenness, because we sin in ways like we tell a lie, or we commit adultery by lusting after one another, or we take God's name in vain. And the Bible says if we just break one sin, it's like breaking all the sins. And our breaking of God's law leads into our brokenness. And that's where we have our suicidal thoughts, our anxiety, our depression, our brokenness. And while we're in our brokenness, we try to escape that brokenness in different ways. One way is we try it by making money. If I go to college and become a doctor and make all this money, I'm good. But as soon as the money stops coming in, I'm back into my brokenness. That's why we see wealthy and famous people dealing with so many problems, because money didn't solve it for them. Or we try it through relationships. If I can just date that right person, marry that right person, it's great. But all of a sudden, once I have that one fight or we break up, I'm back into that broken world. We even try it through numbness. I can turn to drugs, alcohol, even pornography. But as soon as that high leaves me, the trunk feeling leaves me, or just that good feeling, I'm back in my broken world. We even can try it through religion. By being a good person, if I go to church and I tithe and I do the right things, but all of a sudden, when I do that one wrong thing, I sit and wonder, why is the world broken? Why am I still feeling this way? Because we're trapped in that brokenness. And that's where we are. We cannot escape our brokenness on our own. But God had a plan. God sent Jesus into this world. He lived a perfect life. He never left that design of God. And ultimately what Jesus did, Jesus died upon the cross to pay for our sin. But he didn't stay dead. 3 days later, he rose again from the grave. But hearing this is not enough. We have to do something. We have to turn from our brokenness, turn from our way of doing things, and we have to follow after Jesus. And what that looks like is we have to make him the king, the boss of our life. We lay down our sin. We lay down our fixing to our own problems, and we give it all to Jesus, and we make him the boss of our life. And when he does that, he forgives us of our sin, and he restores us back into God's design. And when he does that, he takes our sin, and he gives us his righteousness. He makes us righteous through him, and he puts us in a right relationship with God, where we get to know God as our Father, and we as his child. So this is a roadmap of your life. Where would you find yourself? In brokenness or in God's design?